guys, Steve Davis here, Stillwater Woodcraft. Down here at the Stillwater River today doing a little bit of rough fishing. Wanted to cover something I learned from Paul Jones at Historic Angling Enterprises this past raid at Martin Station. Okay, it's how to make a horsehair fishing line. Now this method of fishing line goes back way farther than the 18th century, and it can be used to make rough fishing lines or fly rod fishing lines. Now this line, if you'll notice, is real light, and it looks almost exactly like a modern monofilament braid or something. And for being, this one is just 3 strands of horsetail hair. Okay, so it's pretty strong, surprisingly, for just being hair. You know, it surprised me. But this one here is about 9 foot long. It's 4 separate snoods, which is sections of twisted line. Okay, it's just got a spade hook on the end of it. As you can see from there, you probably can't even hardly see that. Okay, it's so light and nice. Now each one of these snoods are tied together. Okay, so if you break one of these and it unravels, you can always just retie the end of it, and it won't unravel any farther than what one of these is. And you can just replace one in the middle there if you want. So I thought this was a really neat skill. And the way the twist is a method for twisting cordage that'll work on all kinds of fiber. Okay, and it, you know, through being in survival and bushcraft and stuff for years and years, I've learned various methods of making cordage, and this one is really an easy one, and I like it. Okay, so we're going to cover that also here, but just a little bit of information on the horsehair. Okay, you can get this from Historic Angling Enterprises, buy like a bundle of it. Okay, you just cut off a couple hairs, and like I said, this strand is just 3 horsehairs twisted together. Now, a little info on horsehair that I found kind of interesting. Fishing lines are made out of the tail hair of a white horse. Okay, now it's been proven that white horses have thicker hair than a colored horse, and this is also off of a gelded male. Okay, there's something with their hormones and stuff make their hair just a little bit stronger, and off of a gelding instead of a mare or filly or something, just because of the way they pee. Okay, a mare kind of pees on her tail, and the urine breaks down the hair and makes it weaker. So it's pretty specific, you know, what hair they're using for their... Anyways, my dog's going crazy. So, yeah. So I thought that was pretty interesting, you know, that, you know, centuries ago they knew that this hair off the white gelding worked the best. And then, as Paul told us, that, you know, in our modern time, they actually tested that scientifically and found out that yes, it is stronger and thicker, you know, by measuring different horsehairs and stuff. So I found that interesting. So anyways, let me grab some cords here. You can't see horsehair on camera, so it'd be really hard to show you with horsehair. So I brought some heavier cordage. And wind this up here so I don't lose it. I brought some heavier cordage to show you how to do this. Get this here. Okay, we gotta use our imaginations a little bit. This is 3 strands of white horsehair. Okay, we're going to take these 3 strands, bring them up end to end here. Just tie an overhand knot in them. Just like that. Okay, nothing spectacular. We're going to hold that knot. We're going to take these fingers and run a string between each of them. Okay, so you got the knot in your hand, and the string's going between your fingers, coming out the back and down. So you're going to pull this up and pinch it with your thumb and your pointer finger. Just pinch it. And all you're going to do is pull and twist just a little bit at a time. Okay? And when you get a few twists in there, you got to come back here to the back and straighten them out so they don't get in a big knot. So what we're actually doing is a 3-strand reverse twist without having to roll each strand. Like I said, just you got it pinched, pull and twist. You want to twist it up pretty tight, you know, in case it does relax a little bit. And that's all you do. Straighten them out. Just keep doing that. So you get down to the end, just tie another overhand knot in it. You can see that stays twisted. Okay? And then that section will make a snood. So, to tie these snoods together to form a line, let's find the knot here. You can see that, let me get that against myself. Right here is a knot. And there's another knot. Okay. That's all them sections are hooked together. There's a couple ways you can do that. Let's use this heavier line. Take one line, throw a loop in it. The other line, throw a loop in it. Put those lines, those loops together. Take your end of your one, go through the loop. Take your end of the other, go through the loop. Pull it tight. That'll tie it together. Snip your tag ends off. Really easy to do. Let me get that untied. Okay, let's do that one more time. So we threw a loop in there. Loop in our other one. Lay them loops together. One tag in. Take it through that stack of loops twice. Just like that. Take your other tag in. Take it through that stack of loops twice. Pull it all together. There's another way that I use here that's it's not any easier, but it makes a little bit flatter of a knot, I guess, in there. Wind a chance to quit blowing here. Okay, so what we're going to do to connect our two lines, we're going to lay them together. We're going to take one tag in and just tie an overhand in it, okay, around that line. We're going to take our other tag end, just throw an overhand in it around that line. Okay, I'll just pull them together. They lock down. The tighter you pull, the harder they lock together. Mosquitoes eating me alive. So that way you can connect your snoods of your horsehair line together. And once you got that line constructed, you use it just like any other fishing line. You know, you can make this line as long as you want, or you can, you know, make up some snoods and use them for leaders on a heavier main line. You know, it's all your choice. So, that is the very simple way to get you some horsehair, twist it into some cordage, and use it for a perfectly period correct fishing line. That is, like I said, almost acts just like a modern monofilament. It's pretty impressive. Um, you know, thanks to Paul for teaching us all that. Um, his website, Historic Angling Enterprises, you can get bundles of the proper white horsehair. It's not very expensive at all. So, you know, if this is something you want to try, you know, it's fun to sit around and make some lines and then catch a fish on a line that you made. So, this has been Steve Davis, Stillwater Woodcraft. Thank you for your views, thank you for your comments, and all your support. We'll see you on the next one.